This is Newcap News with Anna Stanislaw.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. New documents obtained by the Canadian press show some members of a Saskatchewan First Nation are facing allegations they misused government money. It's alleged that money meant for social assistance was used to buy vehicles, horses, and trailers. A team of professional auditors is now looking into claims made against the chief and council of the Big Island Cree Nation in the northwestern part of the province. No charges have been laid and none of the allegations have been proven in court, but the federal government says it takes the allegations very seriously. The municipal district of Bonnyville held an info session last night on a recent annexation proposal. This was for residents that will be affected by the City of Cold Lake's intent to annex parts of the MD. Fraser Snowden was there and has more.
We're here and we're going to be behind you guys along the way.
More than 20 people came out to the meeting. Peter Erlocker has lived in the area for around 30 years and says the differences between the mill rates is a concern.
In the commercial is actually more expensive to own commercial property in the MD of Bonnyville than it is in the City of Cold Lake. But as far as residential, it's pretty well 50% more if you live in the City of Cold Lake versus living in the MD of Bonnyville.
Most of the questions asked couldn't be answered and will be directed to the City of Cold Lake. The Chief Administrative Officer with the MD says he believes the meeting went well.
People seem very content that the MD of Bonnyville took a stance and the stance is we're there to help support them, whatever that support is. Whether it is fully in favor of this annexation, whether it is some sort of negotiations, whether it's opposed, just the fact that the people know that we're here.
Poole adds, though, the message was clear. People just wanted to know how it will affect them and their land.
A landowner wants to know how are they going to benefit from being in this municipality versus that municipality. So if that answer could be nice and clear to the public, then this might go fairly smoothly.
The process could take months to complete as it needs to be reviewed by the Municipal Government Board as well. The City of Cold Lake will hold its own open house in the new year. In Cold Lake, Fraser Snowden, Newcap News.
Animal shelters in Canada took in more than 170,000 stray cats and dogs this past year, and that statistic rings true here in our community. The Lloydminster and District SPCA is a busy place, and their building is bursting at the seams. Purchasing undeveloped land from the city for $1 on Monday is just the beginning of changes for the SPCA. Anna Knotfate has more.
Just under 2.2 acres, and then it starts here just at the edge of the pond and then continues over to the west.
Even with it being a very chilly day, Sherry Hardy is excited to get out and show off the land the SPCA now owns. They've been working on relocating for a long time.
I think the discussion was about 9 years ago was the first time the topic of a new building came up, and so that's always been the foundation was more a building that would be able to accommodate as the animal population grew and the human population as well.
The land is on the edge of the eastern part of the city, just behind Redhead Equipment and situated beside a pond. Mayor Rob Saunders says the location is fitting.
It butts up to a small green space that's could be utilized as an off-leash dog park. So there is some capabilities to make it work in that area. There's no housing right around it, so it's in a perfect location for this venture.
It'll be very accessible to our volunteers and supporters and people coming to pick up their animals just off of Highway 16.
And the SPCA doesn't just serve the needs for Lloydminster, but deals with neighboring areas as well. Hardy says a bigger building is necessary.
A little bit larger than this, obviously, to make sure we can meet the needs of the current animals and the community as well, and the surrounding areas, which we serve about 20 RMs and MDs around the community.
This is a district society, Lloydminster and District Society, and Lloydminster is taking a leadership role here and trying to provide the support in a partnership arrangement for excellent service going forward.
Staff at the SPCA say they don't know when the construction for the new building will begin, but they're working with an architect right now. I'm Anna Knotfate, Newcap News.